And so oftentimes they don't use the sea as a means of swimming. You have to go out to the other districts and to the quays to enjoy good swimming. We have seniors program, which is the strength of our Y. They are the foundation, they are our darlings. We no longer call them seniors, we call them our teenagers. They help us to raise money. When we started the health program, they were very instrumental in assisting us in getting that program off the ground by having Miss Teenagers pageant, a pageant for women 6 years and over, and that hit Belize by storm. They look out every year for Miss Teenagers pageant, and it usually net 10 to 15,000 for the YWCA. We have our youth program. When I started in '91, that's one of the areas I tried to strengthen the program. And we have many, they are not youths anymore but from that time, but they continue to work with the Y. When they became older, they were not youths anymore, so they call themselves the 20-something, because 20 and anything can go. So they continue to form a separate group that continue to assist us in many areas, because there are many of them are professionals, and so whenever we need assistance, we can call on them. The HIV program, I talk about that because of the seriousness of that epidemic in our country. And as I said, we work towards meeting the needs of our community. And we do quite an outreach, community outreach. So those are some of the programs of the Y. The goals and objectives, whenever we meet to develop our strategic plan, we look at 4 main areas. And as you see, the first one has to do with education and training of girls and women. So that's our priority. Financial sustainability of the work of the Y, because we must try to be able to sustain the organization if we are supposed to continue our work. Physical development and recreation, advocacy with a focus on issues relating to girls, women, youth, HIV, and athletics. That's just a little bit about the Y. We have the preschool, that's part of the Miss Y pageant. I'm sorry we didn't have time because we have some beautiful pictures where we get the army to escort them, and and let me tell you, it's not only a fundraiser for the Y. It's an activity that builds their self-esteem. Let them feel that they, although they're up in age, they are somebody. We have many who from low-income families, but they got support and they went for the pageant and they would say, Miss, everybody, whenever I walk on the street, people hail me. I didn't realize they know me. One of them was very quiet, and it helped to build her self-esteem that she's now reading in church, things that they wouldn't do. The pageant really helped them even their families who would not normally look at them because they are this media person now, they felt good about that. So it does help. Then we have our training, and we do our national awareness. The Belize situation. Because I'll be focusing on education, employment, HIV, and AIDS, I want to give you a little background into these areas so that you can understand why we select the programs we do. Primary education is mandated as free and compulsory for children ages 4 to 14 years. However, there is no mechanism in place to monitor and control expenses, for example, registration fee, uniform, textbooks, and other school educational materials. So although it's free, some schools you have to pay $300, $400, $500, not including textbooks, not including other schools' materials and uniforms and lunch. And you know what this would do to someone with a low income or someone with many children. So it has posed a serious problem on students who, even after they leave primary school and they want to go to high school. Education, again in Belize, in 4.8% in 2005, 28% 2006. Those school leavers achieve less than 50% pass of the primary school level examination. It was a young people and they did not pass their examination. There is a problem. And we talk about the problem, why do we need other programs? There is an average transition rate of 84% from primary school to secondary school, and an average of 8.2 drop out shortly after reaching secondary school. They dropped out many times. Apart from problems, discipline problems, many of them, their parents can't pay their fees, they can't keep up. Just last week, a woman called in on the radio, she has children, and she pleaded for help because the social going to take away her children because she can't send them to school, because she can't give them lunch. And she appealed for help. What I did was to invite her to the Y and try to find tasks so that she can do, to raise some money to see if that could assist her, because she did not want the human development to take away her children. What did I do? Okay, sorry, I went way down. So that is some of the situation that we face with. And as a result of that, am I correct? That was education. Okay, there are secondary schools and apprenticeship and vocational training can accommodate only half of the children completing primary school. And so once they complete primary school, there is nowhere to go, they're out there. But I must say that the government is doing its utmost best to alleviate the problem. For the last couple of years, they have been building both tech training center and other areas so that children can go and continue their education. Employment in Belize, again, in 2002, national poverty rate for Belize was, was 33.5%, with 10.5% of the population living below the indigent line. And the rate of poverty in rural areas was 44.2%, as compared to urban 23.7%. But we did not take into consideration that even in Belize City, we have many women that are poor, that live in the rural, in the Belizean community, and those are the ones we've been working with. Okay, I'll go a little bit fast on the labor force because I think I need to get to the other slide, which is HIV and AIDS, another problem where we have, Belize has the highest prevalence of HIV and AIDS in Central America, and many persons avoid testing because those diagnosed with the virus are typically stunned and marginalized. Girls and young women are especially vulnerable. So those are the three areas, and what we try to do is to see how we can assist in addressing those areas to help to bring about a positive change for our young people.